figured it out, Gary. They're chasing, this last year it was about $70 billion in commissions in the U.S. alone.
Okay.
So they're investing that money, and they have a target for it eventually.
Yeah, and oh, by the way, if your MLS wasn't giving them the listings, that number would be 0. Okay. Well, that's a weak clap because you just don't get it. And I see it because I read the blogs and all of that too, by the way, and you just don't get it. You really don't realize that you do all your hard work and then you put in there, and the tech industry has lulled you into believing that it's basically advertising. We're the newspaper. Well, the newspaper is not a business platform. It's not a disruptive platform. It can't do business, okay? It's an advertisement, and it can't do anything else. When the wolf tells you that they're just in a cape and there's something else, you need to realize they always have the capacity to bite your ass. And no, I mean this. And when the CEOs or the heads of these search companies tell you we'll never do that, they could be fired. Those are public companies. They could be fired. Their word is not the last word. They don't, and they may just take their stock options and leave and say, oh, so sad. I was wrong. I said, so tell me the evolution of search. Let's talk about that. And he goes, okay, well, let me draw a parallel for you. Let me tell you the evolution of travel search, right? So you had all the independent travel agents, and then you have all the search portals, and then you end up with Kayak, who said the search portals created so much confusion that actually you have a consolidator called Kayak who literally pulls them all and lets you see all of that, right? So the search portals organized all the travel agents, and the meta search portal organized all the search portals. And I think Kayak just sold for...
Oh, it was like $1 billion.
In 2007, online ad spending was $2.6 billion. The amount of money that was generated was $3.6 billion. A 38.5% return on investment. Last year, look at the numbers, $8.9 billion was spent online and $6.1 billion was generated in revenues. In other words, when the internet, when Zillow tells you how many unique leads did they have last year, they say?
They had about 124 million unique visitors in the Zillow group.
124 million unique visitors that they claim. Our traffic is amazing, right? And by the way, we only sold 5.1 million houses. Let's be real clear about that, right? But yet there's 120 unique visitors that they're going to try to sell the lead to somebody for, okay? Does that make sense to you? Why are you doing it? Okay, it's an interesting question, isn't it, right? Look at the rate of return. Is that a positive number, Jay, or a negative number?
I can see a negative number, and it's a pretty big one.
I didn't want to say it, but I should have just put in fleeced out there. As an industry, you are getting fleeced right now. Oh, you're clapping. There you go.
Yeah.
You're getting fleeced. And I tell you who's doing it is the average agent doing less than 9 deals a year. Yeah. They're fleecing the industry because they are lazy and don't want to do more. Sorry if that offends you, kiss my butt. Hey, I'm just telling you right now, I sold 6 houses my first 30 days in real estate business when the interest rates went to 18%. Kiss my feet, by the way. You can do it. If you're not doing it, because you choose not to do it. And that's okay. That doesn't mean you're unprofessional. It has nothing to do with professionalism. It just has to do with the fact that you then can justify spending money and funding someone else's ability to put you out of business later. But if you only intend to be in business 5 or 6 years, maybe you don't care. But see, I'm 58 years old. I've been in this industry since I was 22. In fact, I got a degree in real estate. I do care. So I would care if you would kindly get out. And I hope I'm not talking to you, but I want you to understand, I'm totally okay if that number of NAR members drops back down to 700,000. I'm totally okay with it. I wasn't that happy when it climbed. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? Quit dumbing up the industry, though, for heaven's sake. And that's something, by the way, that your search portals, by the way, what they talk about is their increased traffic. What they can't tell you is they increased more buyers. Did they increase more buyers? No. In 2014, we sold at the height, that's right, 10 years ago in 2005, when Zillow started, we sold 6.1 million units, right?
Right.
Okay, 10 years later, Zillow has 120 million unique visitors, and we sold 5.1. Okay, let's just all shut our eyes and medicate on this for just a second. Okay, I'm good. Okay, you got it? Now, this isn't true for every individual. There are even individuals on the stage yesterday with us that they don't have that number. They have a very positive number. You need to understand that. There are people that get positive numbers. There aren't many. There aren't many. You can do it, but you have to be really smart. And you may have had to have been the first people in to buy zip codes.
Yeah, and some of them, there's some pretty strong anecdotal evidence that the people who got in first got some of the best online real estate and are getting better returns.
Well, here's the reality is not everybody could have a 10% return on 120 million unique visitors with 5.1 million units sold.